Hello everybody and welcome to City of Heroes. If you're not familiar with this game, this is a game that was stopped quite a few years ago and then came back due to some private servers and is now a full-fledged NCSoft server thanks to Homecoming and the work they've done, and it's awesome. It's so fun to play this game again. Some people might think the graphics are dated, but I like them. I still can enjoy making up characters, and the character I'm going to play today right here. His name's Cowboy. A little bit about him is this is a remake of my original character that I made back on the original servers back in the day. And he basically was inspired by a movie called, I believe it was 8 Seconds. I think that's what it was. It's about a rodeo rider named Blaine Frost, I believe. Hopefully I'm getting his Lane Frost. In the game, I actually called him Blaine with a B cross, and he was basically what was called an invulnerability tank with an axe that he made from a metal, and he also just never got damaged because he was natural, gifted by God. It could be a magic situation as well if you understand the origin types, but it's one of those things. Here again, I'm making him magic. It's one of my favorite origins. It's just I like everything about magic. He's going to be a brute instead of a tanker, and what a brute is basically a tanker. They can't take as much damage, but they can dish out so much more. It's amazing. I just love the brute. The brute is awesome, and he's also going energy as well. So he's radiation energy, so he's a little bit different than what he was. As you can see, I have this here. I'm getting ready. We're going to go into tutorial. Why not? I've never seen this before, so I haven't done a tutorial and whatever. Breakout is for the villains, Origin and Galaxy City, which it would be kind of neat to see Galaxy City. But I'll probably go with, sure, lots of people are doing Outbreak. Now let's try Galaxy City and check it out, since you can no longer play there anyway. Complete character, yep, he is ready to go. He is the Cowboy. I'll read the character description here a little bit later. Let's go see what happens, because I've never been in the tutorial. Oh, wow. Yeah, I've never seen this. Well, if you want to look at this, you can. This might be coming from the comics, but I've never seen this. So anyway, you can pause it and come back. I'm just real quickly reading through it. Huh. Wow. Alright, I am here, so I'm going to just increase things up a little bit here. I have played a bit since it's been back, so that's why I know what I like, and that's what I'm getting things ready for right now. I won't do a whole tutorial on the game, basically, but you can see those are mobs up ahead. These are your power sets, and I am very... it's purple. This is my protection power. These are my 2 attacks. Okay, so he's sliding. I don't like that. We'll go with that one instead. So I'll just move this out. And then what I'm also going to do here, come to combat attributes, I am going to bring down some things so I can keep track of how my powers look. Smashing and lethal are basically the same, so you don't have to worry about that. So I'm just going to quickly monitor all these. These are quite important to know. Another one I want on here besides that is, where is it at? Right here. And damage, so that way I can just see. So I just bring these down here, and then I can see, just gives me an idea of where, like this one I'm going to move up. I like to put all my... So radiation is really good against toxic, and then it's pretty good against smashing lethal. And right now I get no anything. If I get hit by a fireball, I'm going to take full damage. If I get hit by toxic spit or some kind of punch, this will take off some of the damage. It's pretty cool. So this is where we're starting out. Got my timer going because I don't want to go over 2 minutes on this. I don't know how big that will be. But basically it plays like every other MMO. So I need to get over the chasm. Oh, okay. Which is pretty easy, you just jump.
Blue Spectrum is up ahead. If you can find him, he can help you escape.
Looks like we got all the big guys fighting. That's Back Alley Brawler. That's Sister Psyche, maybe? I don't know. Huh.
These monsters are all over the place. Fight some off before meeting with Blue Spectrum.
To select any enemy, left-click on them or press tab. To attack, left-click your power in the power tray.
Oh, this is all new. This was never on before. So I'm just going to come up here and start punching. I'm going to turn off my run so I don't take it. So I have one main power and another power called Brawl. So this is basically what you're doing. You're just
You
starting out.
need to push forward.
Okay, and I
I'm
want you
getting
to
an
go forward.
SOS from
I
Blue
leveled up.
Spectrum. He's in trouble.
I got my buffs. Might as well take advantage of them. And the buffs are all this. Oh, speaking of which, move this down here. You can see these basically buff you hugely. So I'm just going to run away from all this stuff and try to find out where this Blue Spectrum dude is. Looks like somewhere up here. Looks like this might be him.
Blue Spectrum is hurt. He can absorb powers. Help him out by lending him some of yours.
You have a moral choice. You can choose whether you want to be a hero or a villain.
A villain, of course.
You will have a chance to change your alignment again after.
Blue Spectrum seems okay now. He'll guard this area. Longbow needs your help up ahead.
There's the... I'm regenerating, okay. Yeah, I've never seen this tutorial before. This is totally new to me. Alright, like I said, if you want to read this, go ahead and, pause it and go...
Talk to the official nearby to increase your powers.
Left-click on an NPC to begin
this is a
interacting
trainer,
with
basically,
it.
so I'm level 2.
Select Train to Next Level to choose a new
typically,
power.
at even levels, you get another power. I've taken Initial Strike. I'm also going to take Heavy Blow as well, because the reason is these powers give you 1 point towards Sweeping Cross, which probably I should just go ahead and just take Sweeping Cross. Basically, you get combo points and then you can hit someone hard. I like pretty much all these powers. Eventually, I will be getting. So we're going to do that. So I'm going to put Sweeping Cross here. I got a badge. Huh. VIP. Okay, cool. I will click on it. Now it wants me to move forward and deal with whatever's jamming the signal.
Those monsters are blocking the teleportation system. Defeat them so you can get out of here.
You are now in a zone event. You can work together with other players towards a common goal.
Okay, so what you're doing here, you'll see combo level 1. When I get another one, 2. When I hit 3, when it says combo level 3, that's when you're at your most powerful. You can see it here. Boom. And it does pretty good damage against them. Not sure what really is going on, but hoping I don't die. Oh, I got one inspiration there. Inspirations are temporary buffs you can use to make yourself stronger, more resistant, healed, stuff like that. I'm going to go ahead and take this stuff out first before I move on, because I need one more and then I'm done. Alright. Something is emerging. From where? Oh. Like I said, I have never fought this guy. I don't know. I can't even target him. basically, I don't think I can attack them. I think the jets are fighting them. I'm not sure. I've never done this. I can't, like I said, there's, oh, there I can target. I'm gonna go up and give him a shot. I am punching him. There is absolutely no way that I'm gonna be able to take this out. It's a monster. It's a monster to boot. So as you can see, even if I do hit, my damage is so mediocre. I'm actually taking him down a little bit. I don't want to fall down in that fire down there. So I'm just gonna keep punching, I guess. I'm guessing that typically there's more, you know, back in the day there would be more people here so you could take this thing down quicker. But it's just me, so... also you can see here, oh, my damage didn't show up. I didn't monitor it right. I can't change it now. But this right here is your brute. Basically, brutes are like the Hulk. The more they do, the longer they're in a fight, the more damage. I am not building up my combos much. So basically, they want me to weaken it and push it back, which I'm doing. But if this was a real monster out in the world, no. They are tough. And I missed with my big combo, so, but I am, you know, taking it down this far at least. And I lost all my combo points now because I couldn't hit. Missed again with it. And of course the color also indicates that it's at least 2 to 3 levels higher, maybe it's a monster. Oh, got pushed back. So that was awesome.
You did it! The giant Shivun is down! You should be in a longbow safe zone, but it won't last much longer.
Okay. Obviously they want you to talk to back alley.
The people of Atlas Park need you now. Once this is over, we'll have...
And it looks like we're done and they're pushing us to Atlas Park. So that was an interesting... I don't know who made that tutorial, if that was originally made by NCSoft or by the new Homecoming people. Don't know, but that was interesting anyway. But it's just getting you into the game and whatever. These are my obviously enhancements, which you put things in. It's what you do for gear in this game. Instead of having gear, you do enhancements. And you can see quite a bit of people playing. The pink means they're role-playing, which this is the role-playing server, which is I didn't know when I actually first picked the game, when I chose a place to go. So level 2. Okay, I'm gonna go to my email here and go another thing I need to make real quick. Oops, I did it wrong, but it's okay. That will go there. This is so I can go here. This is your in-game email. I sent some stuff to me. These are all just things that you can get in-game. Alright, and I have some money I sent. Okay, as I said, I was going to read to you my ID. You click down here, so you can do a little bio. Excuse me. Basically, when I look at my face, I see myself, but it's not really me. I remember everything before coming to Paragon City from my rodeo circuit, meeting many friends and other heroes, becoming part of the Alliance of Heroes, and meeting my wife, White Cross. I also remember the end of my world, as they forced me through a portal to avoid the end as it came. They sent me because only I could possibly survive it, since I was nigh invulnerable. I left behind my wife, White Cross, who was my wife's character, my son, Cobalt Cross, which was an alt of mine, and my daughter, Cross Cowgirl, who was my wife's alt. When the light cleared, I was in the same place but different. Most of my old friends are MIA. I haven't yet found my wife here, nor my children in this different universe. I am also quite different. I have some type of radiation powers that have been granted to me that allow me to strengthen myself and also to attack with. I don't know if God has something to do with it, but I'm going to find out. I'm also going to find my loved ones and not let this world die. I have to save it this time. So basically, the whole point of this character is he's the same character from before in the other universe before it shut down. And it's how I did was that he got sent through here because the portal they have, a normal person wouldn't survive. And basically, I was like invulnerable. I could take so much damage as a tank. Coming here, though, the body I'm in is just different. I'm not a tank. I'm a brute. And he has radiation powers. He knows nothing basically about his powers or anything here. And so that's kind of how it goes. Like I said, you can RP stuff and things like that. Just running around right now, you can see Ms. Liberty, who you go to, so you could train up at. People just hanging out. People just playing, talking right now. Which I am going to change some of this, because I don't like local in that tab there. I'm going to add AOH chat just in case any of my old friends come on. I'm going to also remove looking for group here. I don't care about that. Okay. And here in local, I don't mind. That's fine. Actually, I'm going to remove broadcast from here. And then I'm going to... There you go. I think I'm happy with that for now. So these are just people talking locally. It's just saying. It's like a normal chat. But anyway, I am going to go over here to this trainer. And I am going to buy enhancements. I could also sell these, but I'm not. I'm just holding on to them. So I'm looking for my magic SOs, which is what I want to buy. And right now I have basically 2 attacks. So I want to get some accuracies so I can be more accurate hitting. I'm going to buy a 3rd one for Brawl just because. And in here I'm going to buy a damage resistance. So that way it will increase my damage resistance of what I can take. Oh, that's it. There we go. I'm also going to take a run, a jump, and then another one for a fly. Here we go. Oh, and I need a dark blue. I'm just trying to remember everything. I need endurance modification. Actually, I need a heal too. Okay, so you go to this screen here, and this is how you place all of your stuff, and you can see how it's going to help. That's a 38% buff to accuracy. And this is what you do with these. You can put more slots into them at odd levels, boost them up, and then you can, at even levels, you can pick another power. So this is, let's see here. Yep. So this makes me get my stamina back quicker. This is the fly. I actually want to go in there, so that way when I run, I actually fly faster. And because I will fly, and a heal. So I'll sell this one back. This was a mistake. And you could also put, I could just put it into sprint if I want. Sweet. An upgrade, what this is for, if you were curious, is as you level up your enhancements, since these are level 5s, they get lower and lower. Not that they drop down, but as you level up, you become equivalent to them, so they don't get as much as bonus. Right now, since I'm level 2, 3 is the max difference in levels, they're at their most maximum. And as when I level up, and again and again and again, once I hit 5, these will actually be, you'll see the colors change. And then at 7, I would want to get new enhancements. But here we are. I'm going to check it. Look here. I wanted to check something real quick. Yeah, I got one. Yeah. I'm just going to take one for now. I'm curious what these go for. So these things here are selling for 2 million. Wow, they used to sell for a lot more. But I am not going to do that. I'm just going to put it right back in there. I don't need the money. I actually have money. So cool. And I'm going to come over here, and this is an interesting little person. It says pay to win, but basically a lot of this is free. But I'm just going to come over here. I got a temporary powers. Let's see. I don't think I really... Yeah, I do want hand grenades. Like that way it gives me a little bit of AoE component I can shoot. And I'm going to take this as well. It's another AoE. Relatively cheap. That's why I don't mind buying them. Okay. And then for travel, I am going to buy a rocket pack for now till I can get to fly. And the nice thing about this is just by using this, it doesn't look as cool or whatever like that, but it does allow you to not have to take a travel power right away. So that way you can pick more. And I have these all bound if you're curious. There you go. You can see the little rocket pack go. It's pretty cool. This lasts for certain hours. Then I'm going to come down here and get my hand grenade, which I'm going to bring here, and my prismatic taser. And these are just giving me more powers that I could use against, creatures and stuff. And she has all sorts of stuff. I mean, really, it is some pretty cool stuff. You can get some seriously interesting things. Which reminds me, there's one other thing I need to get. If I can find it. Okay, here we go, yeah. These two. Inner inspiration is nice because this will allow me to, every 30 minutes, I can get better inspirations. And I'll show you right here. You can see these. I'll get 3 when I click this. And they're nicer. They're just bigger. And Mystic Fortune, I will go ahead and buy. This is, I can't use it on myself, but I can use it on other people. So I can just come down here like this, click on him, say, here you go, buddy, and it gives him a buff. If he wants it. But anyway, that's that. Now to do some missions. And you can see people put in parentheses if you're curious. That's how you RP in the server. Anytime you talk locally, if you're not in character, you're supposed to do that so people know you're speaking out of character. But yeah, this is Atlas Park, City of Heroes. Lots of memories for me here. I'm just checking some things out here. I don't understand why there doesn't seem to be any music playing. Oh well, we'll see what happens. But anyway, this is a quest giver here, and I like going to these because you get special rewards from them. Or you could go inside and there's a bunch of the old trainers where you could go through it that way. But I will be going this way to show you this as we run along and level up. So basically, you can stop the video and pause and read through it. Okay, and like I said, if you want to stop at any time, you can go back and look. These also have store where you can sell stuff, buy insps if you need them, which I don't, so I'm good to go. Up here, it's now showing me which way to go for the mission. I can fly over there. Have to go defeat 5 Hellions. And so this is the real world now. You got to be kind of careful, even though really you can take a lot. I don't know. There's someone over there, so I will try to avoid it. And I am going to come up here and start punching like I did. I'm going to move this out of here, though. Now, once they surround me and I get a little bit more rage, which reminds me I need to, I'm going to use, oops, wrong power. I'll use a grenade. And the reason you like that as a brute is because as your rage gets up, that does more damage. And boom, done. Clue found. Which you can go up here, hit clues, and you can read about it. There's one thing I need to do, because I guess I didn't do it right. There. As a brute, this is important. This is how much more damage you're doing with every attack. So a brute basically, when you're in missions, you go, 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 go. I'm just going to adjust my team size up. I'm going to go to 3 for right now. That means the game's going to act as if there's 3 of us. Now we'll see how well I can handle it. If I can, I'll reduce it down to 2. But typically, it's what I'm doing. And like I said on these, if you want to stop the video and go back and look at them, you can. I've read through them so much, I have no desire to keep reading. Here you can see my XPs. This is your health. This is your endurance, or basically mana. And now I'm going to come over here and talk to the next quest giver. And if you had noticed, it's changed over here. There's no more Hellions now. This is COH's phasing, which they do. It works pretty good, but at times it can cause problems if you're following people and things like that. You'll run into it and you'll know what I'm talking about. So basically, this guy's talking to me. I'm going to say, oh, wait, Matthew's wife died. And then he's going to talk a little about it, give me another clue. And basically, we're going on to another mission right now. And I have been through this many times before. As you can see, he mentions that Matthew, the quest giver, his wife died in Galaxy City. We weren't able to save it. I don't actually know why they closed that zone. It used to be a zone you could start in, like here in Atlas Park, but they did. and they destroyed it. I don't know if they were planning on bringing it back at some point, but that was all done earlier. So here are the guys I have to talk to, and as you can see, they're lieutenants, which means they're a little bit higher than the normal grunts that I've been fighting. It's still not going to be too bad because I'm a brute. Actually, for everyone, it doesn't matter. They're pretty easy. So they do a shotgun attack on me. No big deal. I'm just going to build myself up here, and I get my big punch, and bam, he's almost out. These guys are bugged. They never say anything or talk, but it's fine. We got to rescue 4 of these people, so I'm going to do that real quick. I can use the grenades and my taser. If you want to see what the taser looks like, that's what it looks like. It's basically an energy blast, which kind of fits with my character, so I don't mind having it. And then also my guy, he likes to... Okay, tips, so I'll leave that there for a second. What tips are, when I got a badge because I got my first tip. Basically, you come to missions and you can do tips, tips under contacts. And if you click on it, it will help you find the badges to this zone. Each zone has badges you fly around and get, and it gives you things. I am not going to do those just yet. I will do them shortly once I start flying around a bit more, because I have a pattern how I do it. I will say it's really fun to group in this game with whatever class you want to be. Oops, somehow, oh, he knocked me down. Yep, that happens because I don't have any resistance to it. Then I got a level up there, so there's all my buffs again. I am going to come here and shellac this guy. Alright, got him. So now you can see it's changed over here. One nice thing they do during the winter time is they ice this over, which is funny, it's not iced. You would think it would be, but maybe it's only during Christmas. I don't know. So I'm going in the cave, and boom, here we are. I don't believe this does any damage to me. Yep. You can also see that as rewards, I've gotten a few enhancements, and don't forget, enhancements are like gear. It's basically the gear in the game. So some people like that, some don't. I personally like the enhancement system, pretty much. I do have some gripes about some things, but they're not worth talking about. So I'll knock these guys out and get over here to this, because this is where you go. Here's the cursed artifact. You can read this. I got another clue, which, like I said, you can always come up here and see all your clues. Oh my gosh, yeah, because there's a whole thing going on. And as you can see, this is property of Magi. That's a hero organization, so somehow they stole that. So I'm going to head back out here. Get out here and I'll call Matthew. Oops, go back to active, there we go. I'll give him a call. And then I'll let, like I said, you can pause this to read through it. So anyway, I got another clue to it, and I'm just going ahead with the quest thing, the quest text. And then again, if you want to come see the new clue, you can scroll down right here. She was killed by Shiva and those monsters we were fighting there. Alright. So the next part of the quest is to go on and to get an informant, but I am going to fly back real quick because I got level 3, so I can show you to level up and get more enhancement slots. Like I said, even levels, you get powers. Odd level, you get enhancement slots. And as you can see, there's quite a few people here. The nice thing about this game is you can team up with anybody. It doesn't matter their level, if they're level 50 or not. They can join you or things like that. This lady is right here. Not sure why they have a yellow name. Must be something special. But I am going to go here to train up a new level. And you can see it tells you everything you get. Get some more inspiration slots, so that's nice. Level 3, so here I am. The first thing I'm going to do though is I'm going to boost up, put the 2 into here, because I want to be more resistant to whatever damage I can take right now. And as you can see, I doubled my slots. Yay! I got more room for inspiration, so I'm going to come over here. This is a vendor, and I'm going to sell these old ones. Don't need them, because I can buy the good stuff. Don't ever sell the orange here. These are special salvage, and I'm just keeping them just because I have them. I'm going to come down here and buy those other ones I had before, the resist damage right here. 2 more. And I'm going to put them into there, and you're going to see that boom, my alpha barrier has gone up. So I'm even more resistant to toxic and smashing now. And if we go back to here, I'll show you real quick. You can also see too that each one's giving me 35% instead of 38. That's because I went up a level, so the closer your character level is to your level of your enhancements, the enhancements aren't as effective. Now you can, if you wish, and you have the money, you can upgrade every level to always stay out at max. I don't do that. I'll just wait. Well, I have done it before, but I'm just coming over here just to see what's going on. Captain USA. It's like a Captain America clone. I don't know who. Anyway, cool. Alright, so we're now going to find a Hellion informant. This is what people do, especially the higher levels. They'll come up here and stand. It's just something you do. I've done it before, yes. But I'm going to take off and go to the other part here. Oops. Got stuck between her legs. That didn't look good. Usually it's been a long time since I played, so that's it, right? Yeah, I suck. And as you can see there, if you want to, it's what's called street sweeping. We used to make characters and just go along street sweeping, taking out people, taking out the bad guys like this. And I used to say that it's something we should always do, because we're heroes. Typically go stand by this guy here because he's a bigger lieutenant, and I'm going to actually use a grenade and blast. And you can see why I like to take those powers as a brute. And then she'll come say something. The NPC will, and off she goes. I used to have a thing where I would, anytime they were a certain, they were green or white or higher, I would attack them. And then when they went gray, I wouldn't. Because after a while, it just gets really hard to just fight all the grays and stuff because they never stop populating. That guy behind me hasn't done anything. That's funny. Alright, now this guy should be dead easy. Ow! Oh, and I missed, of course. And then he knocks me down to boot. So you can see the damage he did, but you can also see that I regened it pretty quick. So now I got that. I get to go to the Hellion's Warehouse, and here you'll see some of what the new missions look like. Well, new missions. That's funny. Okay, I'm now in disguise. I can't use any of my powers. I just got to go to the thing, and they won't attack us. It's actually too bad. I'd like to come through here and wipe these out because I don't like Hellions. My character won't like them either. Hellions basically, I don't know if I'd say they're satanic, but they are fire type magic NPCs. Like devils and stuff like that, and there's a whole, like in Marvel and DC, there's a whole history and everything behind it. There's all that kind of stuff here. There's gods and goddesses and demons and devils, and my character, Cross Cowboy, obviously is a reference to the Christian God. That's why it's Cross. One time, I'd had this character for years, and I was on the forums of our site at one time for Alliance of Heroes, and people were talking, and I had mentioned that, Cross Cowboy was because he believes, well, God gave him his invulnerability power, and this one guy's like, oh, I never got that. I always thought you were Cross Cowboy, meaning you were angry, you were cross. I was like, well, yeah, I could see that too. I mean, my character wasn't really angry or anything like that, but, that's okay. Like I said, however you want to do powers in this game, you can. You could make up, you could have it be from, Osiris or Zeus or whoever you want to be, and things like that. I am a more religious person. I won't get into it on this channel, in detail, but, just to be upfront about everything, I am Christian, and so, to me, now my characters don't go that way. It's just certain ones. And it doesn't really get involved in the game much anyway. Your history and stuff like that never really matters too much, except maybe to other people. Okay, so one interesting thing now about this mission is, if you remember before where I changed it to level 3, there's going to be more mobs. So what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to go up here, pull the mobs around corner, and then I can beat them down easier. So you can see I'm taking damage. You won't be able to see much now. You can always keep an eye here. So I'm just waiting until they all come around, and then I'm just going to start, dropping powers on them to get rid of them. They knock me down. So you can see there's quite a few of them. This might actually be too tough for me, but we'll see how I do. Doing okay. Got another enhancement. That mob is running. So there's someone else shooting me, so I'm just going to come back behind here until I can figure it out. I'll use the green imps, get some health back. There we go. Oh. Alright, did I get everybody? I don't think these flames hurt. Some do. Some flames do. Oh, there we go. Another gunner. I got him. There we go. So I'm doing okay because I'm a brute. And, oh man, my powers were turned off. Oh, no wonder I got smacked around a lot. Oh, no wonder I got hurt so bad. Oh, well, it happened, so I'm going to come around here again. See, there's more. They're talking. And I'm just going to target someone and throw a grenade. I'm going to pull them back over here to make it easier for me to attack them all. Yeah, they can shoot you around corners. Nice big hit. Maybe hit a couple of them, which I did. It has kind of a little bit of AoE, not much. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about getting knocked down. It's something that until I get another power. And now with my level up, you can see my buff's gone crazy. You can see my... Oop, I didn't take him out. I thought I did. Got him. Move on. Because I want to get to the end guy with these buffs, because these buffs make such a difference for damage and everything. It's actually worth buying some and keeping with you, depending on how much they are. So I'm going to get up here and start taking out dudes. Once they get all around me, I'll drop my grenade on them. I took Cinder out already. That's how good those buffs are. I mean, it's basically this here, which is a 50% damage. And then not to mention that I have, yeah, so you can see what I'm doing there for damage. 173%, basically maxed out. So these guys are saying something since I rescued them, and over here something's going on with here. Hello, can anyone hear me? And as you go through this, you find out it's Dana Hashby. It's Matthew's wife. So I'll, go through this. Like I said, you can come back and listen in. Oh, wait a minute. If I don't listen in, you won't be able to see it. So you can see they're talking. You can see it over here too. So I'll just wait, because if I don't, then you won't see it. So I'll just let you. They don't have about that. She's actually been held by a group called Arachnos, which are not good. They're bad. Led by Lord Recluse, who is the statesman's arch enemy. So basically, like I said, they're just talking here. Normally I go, oh, someone got punched, I think, or hit a couple times. Matthew, ah! And so she had broke out, or got away with, and got to a radio for help, and now, oh no, so that's it. So we are done with the mission. Feel free to, you can always go around and look. I don't think you really find anything. I'll exit out. Oh, you can see my enhancements are full, and I think I leveled too. Yes, right. So it's even levels are the good levels, really, because you get new power. Oh, there's green here. I'm gonna help him out, help her out. Thank you so much. So now I'm gonna call Matthew. You can either call or fly back to him. So you can go through this, like I said. Looks like I leveled up again. Wow. I get a new contact. Take your pick. This is something you used to get, and this is how you get your missions. They've kind of refined it down a little bit more. I'm actually going to take Officer Fields, because by taking Fields, you fight a lot more. There's zombie types, which are a toxic kind of an enemy, which means I do good against them. So it's easier. Eventually, you can come back and do the other one when you do some go back in time missions. Well, that's for later on. But one of the reasons too why I like to do these is if you come here under your salvage, you'll see I'm getting these right here, reward merits, and you can eventually turn those in for cash. And that's one way you could fund your characters. So if you like making alts like I do, and you make lots of characters and you play through this a lot, yeah, you can make some good money. So anyway, like I said, feel free to go back through and read all this. I want to fly back and get my power. Then you can wait, it'll build up and go as long as you need to. That is the base portal. If you're in a super group, guild. We do have a guild here. I just have no way to invite myself to it. Alright, so they always they talk about what's going on. Get more stuff, so sweet. And here it is. Now, of course, I can go to an alternate power pool set, but I'm not going to, and this has like fly and everything like here. I will be here eventually. Not just yet. I'd like to get proton armor, which is another to energy and fire, but really I want heavy blow right now. And what that's going to do is gives me another attack to help build up for the combo for this. Now I'm level 5. So as you can see now, they're not green anymore. I am level 5. I'm equal to these enhancements, so they have, you know, not devalued. Oops. Nope, don't want to do that. But they're not as effective anymore. I am going to instead put this into heavy blow, because that's the one I'm building up for. Sweet. And I get a new contact. One thing that's going on is I had forgotten is they have an XP buff, I believe, going on. Because of them getting, you know, certification from NCSoft, which is awesome. So I'm going to come here. I am going to buy Insight of Gray, and I'm also going to get 2 damage to put into here. So this will help me hit better, and then it will also increase up the damage. And so you can see, typically it was 14 damage I was doing. Now I'm doing 23 when I hit, and that's without rage, of course. So that's why, and you can put all sorts of enhancements, as you can see, into these. Eventually you can get sets to put in and all sorts of stuff. We're not even going to worry about that. But anyway, one thing I will do is I am going to combine these into something else. I'm going to go ahead and boom, put it into a damage resistance. If I click this, all my damage resistances go up. Okay, twin shot, I got a new contact, but I'm not going to deal with her just yet. One problem about the XPs is it can put you past arcs, but that's okay because you could come back to him eventually at level 15 and do time traveling missions to go back in time. It's called Ouroboros, I believe, and there's a way where you can go back in time, and levels actually. You drop levels for some of it, and you go back and yeah, you go through the stuff you missed. So it's pretty interesting. And it's only the epic missions, the hero mission types. It's not every mission that's ever been written in the game, which is kind of too bad. But oh, I've already went to him. If you're curious about this, once I forget what it is each week, you can just complete a mission out. Sometimes you'll get a mission that you just can't complete or you don't want to do, and so you can just boom do that. I usually save that for whatever. There we go. I just couldn't see him. Oh. I will also change this to... I don't want to fight archvillains by myself, but I do want to fight elite bosses. So again, they're just giving you more stuff that I've been through, so I am just going to go through this quickly. Feel free to pause. Got a clue found, which goes under my clues, but if you ever do this, you can go back through and read it. And so here it is. It's about the Vaz. These are the guys. Most people don't like them because they are tough. I like them because of my toxic resistance. I'm very good against them until I get my next power proton, which probably at 6 levels what I'm going to take. I also want that gamma boost, if you hadn't seen that. That's one reason why too I like to have fly. I'll buy it because it lets me pick other powers for a while longer without having to take a travel power. It used to be you didn't get travel powers till like you were 14 or something, so you can see it come up and hit them. There's an image. So now all I need is one more hit, and it's up, because that new power gave that to me. So I will kill these quick, and that's another reason why I love the Brute, because you just hit so much harder. You just got to keep going. But for me, solo playing a Brute is awesome. Every class is soloable. You can. It's just the degree of difficulty with it could be tougher. And I will say that playing different things, controllers, dominators, blasters, you name it, it's all fun. It's just, I like the Brute because I get that build up and then I can hit people So actually you can see when they hit me, they didn't do a lot. Because right now he's just striking me with a dagger, basically, or a meat cleaver. That doesn't do much to me because that's part of my smashing lethal resistance. Their zombies, though, do spit, or whatever you want to call it. And it's toxic spit, and it can hurt. Not me as much, because I'm resistant to it. And yes, this is a sewer I'm in. I don't know how I'm going to clean my costume. Hopefully there's a dry cleaner somewhere. Oh, these guys have already popped. So I'm coming back for them. Oh, there's a zombie. You can see him right there. He didn't trigger really, but if I hit him, maybe he will. Hey dude, wake up. So right there, but he missed. So he swings at me, missed again. There he hit me with the thing, and it didn't do a lot. These guys are lower level than me anyway. But they can. Again, another clue. They're gathering parts for some reason. So I'm back out, and I need to go to Officer Fields. I don't yet have the ability to call him yet. So I just got to fly back right now. And then get the updated mission. After this, I should be able to just call him. And so it's moving me on in the mission. See another player down there doing missions. This is a former hero, I guess. And I will tell her, don't worry about it, I'll handle it. I'll take care of it. Because she's handling things here for some premiere of a movie. Sadly, most of these places you can't go in. One little tidbit of information that was kind of neat at one time was, at one point when this was a live game, they were actually in negotiations to have billboards of different products, like say Coke or Pepsi maybe, up. I don't know how that would have worked, but they would have had actual in-game ads from them, which, I think that's kind of cool. But that fell through. Like I said, they did eventually cancel the game, which was sad. I was there that day. I mean, I was there in beta when this game first came out way back when. And Cross was one of my first characters I made when the game went live, because I knew I wanted to be a tanker, because I love tanking. Being able to take the hits, you just felt like Superman, and back then you really did. It was amazing. But then I played with my wife, who was playing a defender, which is her type. I won't say healer, because not all defenders heal. But her type was actually an empath healer, radiation empath, and she could heal. Her name was White Cross, and so together, the two of us, we just tore through content. We could do so much, and it was amazing. She was also in our super group, Alliance of Heroes. She was known as one of the best healers. People loved her character, and it was fun. Sadly, what killed our super group was that eventually WoW came out, and most of the people went to WoW. Okay, I think I got it all done. I did, so got another clue again. I'll look real quick. So there you can see Dr. Vaz. He's the arch villain of that whole mission line. So we're gonna call here. And he's like, go on to the next part, which I am doing. And again, if you bypass or you out-level missions, don't worry about it. Eventually you can come back and do them. So you can get the story. I'm a story player. I love story more than anything else. I enjoy, the lore of games and things like that. I don't enjoy Raider. That was my wife. She loved the raid in WoW. I would not. If you haven't noticed, I'm very particular where I put stuff. Oh, so this guy, the end boss here, is talking to me, calling me a fool. Alright, I am going to use another resistance. Why? Because first of all, there's exploders here, and they blew up, and as you can see, hurt me. They were the involved cadavers. I'm working on trying to get them. They've also slowed me down a bit with attacks. I want to get these guys, and I missed, and I still missed again. I'm going to turn all these into heals. Try to get these mortificators. They will actually res fallen dudes, which is what he's going to go try to do now, except no. And if you're going, wow, things seem kind of hard, don't forget I'm also playing on a higher level. I'm playing on basically as if there are 3 people. Yeah, a little nervous here, so I'm going to come in and immediately throw a grenade. Try to take out as many of these guys as I can. Right there, that hit. You can see all my timers are so slow and I'm almost dead. I'm going to use a couple more ints. And don't forget, this is my fault, so I am playing at this harder level. Oh, there I leveled. Now they're hurting. But I got all the morts, so no, so... I don't know. So that mort will try to keep rezzing him. But now he's all alone, so I'm going to save these people. And you can see what a difference the buffs do. Oop, there's one left. I don't know where he went. I got him now. Alright. So I'm going to push on, because I want to try to use as much of this... these buffs as I can, because they are amazing! And yes, you can still miss. I want to take out the morts because they will, like I said, res. Very annoying. And now take out the last of these cadavers. They're nothing without... Yep, so I did it. My buffs are gone. As you can see, I've got new imps. This is back up, so I'm going to get rid of these because I get 3 new big ones. Boom. So now that I have that nice res, I'll get rid of that to leave a spot open. And it's always good to have a res. You just never know. I don't die a lot as a brute, but playing on a little bit harder level, it does make things a little bit difficult. But I like it. It's like I like having a few more mobs. That's why you can. Okay, I'm looking for a thingy here. Oh, it's this machine here. If you try to engage him without taking this out, you're not going to do anything. You can see it up here. So that's what I'm definitely going to do. I'm going to take this out and then go fight him. Alright. Now I can fight him, and he's just a lieutenant. Which means he's +1 level. So basically, yeah, he'd be like a level 6 or something. And I got him. Went down easy. Oh, that's right, I didn't take energy from my attacks, I took street justice. It's like street fighting, you use street moves, you know. I really like it, I enjoy the heck out of this power set. I thought I had taken energy, and I didn't. So I am going to go over here. What level am I at? I'm 6 right now. But now you can come over here and level at Backstreet Brawler, but before I do that, I am going to go back and talk to Twin Shot to start her line, because she's another heroic. And you can see, oh yeah. I mean, I go back so far in this game, I remember when this wasn't here, it was just a bunch of, it was like buildings under construction, you know? And we used to streets, oh, I have so many memories in this game. This game, to me, this was my favorite MMO. Because in this game, I could unleash my imagination more than any other game. Every character I make, I have backstories for. I've been doing that since Ultima Online and EverQuest. But this game, boy, did I really get to unleash it. Just gonna come talk to her real quick. Make sure I get these missions going. Yeah, she wants to hang out, wants to meet me. There's like a little super group starting up. Now I'm gonna come here and train. Alright, I'll be level 6, which means another power. Yay! So what I'm going to take, though, is Proton Armor, which is another protective power. And you'll see it down there. I now have resistance to fire, cold, energy, and negative. And I will change these around a little bit, because I like them in order. There we go. And now, of course, that's without an enhancement. So I'll come over here, and we'll do the same stuff, just selling the stuff off, blah, 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 see ya. Okay, and I'm still level 6, so you can see these are yellow. That means they're -1 level of effectiveness, and that's fine. At the next level 7, that's not what I want. I want another damage resistance. There we go. So you can see now what they're at, and then when I put this sucker in, they'll still go up. 30. At 7, I'll actually upgrade to keep all these. You used to have to buy them all over again, and boy, was that expensive. That's probably the same way upgrading. I'm not sure, but... So as you can see, even better. So I'm starting to get more and more resistance, which is awesome, because that means I can just last longer when I'm fighting all this stuff. No recipes yet. The salvage is all I have. This is normal salvage that you can use to make stuff. These are, I forget, rare. So I just keep them. You could sell them if I want, but I don't. I'll just keep them here. I have 6 reward merits, so there you go. I don't want to do that one yet. I want to first call Officer Fields. And I finished it off. He's going to introduce me to a new contact, which is Aaron. And, oh no, maybe can still get him. I might have out-leveled him. We'll see. By going into 3, I might have basically kind of... it's not screwing myself because I can come back, but I'd rather do the missions as I'm at the appropriate level rather than getting used to being more strong and then coming back and not having powers available and stuff. I'm going to see if it's still okay. I believe level 7 should be. Maybe, I hope. Yes, it is. Okay, so I still get the mission. So what I'm going to do is take his mission. And what I am going to do, though, is I am going to come over here and set my team size back down to 1. Just because, yeah. So he wants me to go over there and fight off some Hellions, which I will eventually, but I want to go level up. Hit my 7. This is Back Alley Brawler. So here I'm level 7. And as you can see, these are all yellow now, but I'm going to put the other 2 into Proton. Okay. And then away I go. So I got another new contact. I'm going to go to Manage, and now I'm going to upgrade these all to level 7, or 10. Which, because remember, it's every 3 level difference. So at 7, I can use 10s. And so it's going to tell me how much I need, how much I have available, and boom, they're all now level 10. So all I have to do is go buy 2 new ones. Back in the day, you couldn't do that. You would have to get enhancements. Of course, back in the day, they had what were called training enhancements, which worked. There was 3 types. There was training, dual origin, and single origin. And of course, single origin were the best. Not the best. There's more beyond that, of course, but those were just the 3 basics. Single origin is what everyone strove for, but most of the time you would start off getting training enhancements, were like I think a 7% boost. You know, not much at all. And then, you know, eventually you could get the dual origins around 14, you know, level 14 or so. And then single origins as well, later on around 30s. Of course, everything was very expensive. Like most games, you didn't get lots of credits. You weren't rich like I am now. They didn't have the auction house. So you basically sold everything to the vendors. And... get this set up. I'm just going to go ahead and go through all this and do it. So it was a lot tougher, like most older games were back in the day, if you know what I'm talking about. You had to actually work, and that's why I like the death thing in this game. When you die, you got what was called debt. You basically had to, it took more XPs to level up. Well, all that did was slow you down a bit, meaning you made more money. More influence, because every mob you would take care of. So you can see it's changed. It's now defeat 15 Arachnos. So these guys are green, so this is going to be obviously no problem. But basically by taking on dead, it just... I don't know, I never minded like some games. Like, man, I remember EverQuest, if you died, man, sometimes you'd have to have people come help you get your corpse, and you would lose hours worth of work, and I just never really liked that much. But it is what it is. It was what it was. I don't know what's correct. So I got all these guys, 9 more. Like I said, they're easy, they're green. No big deal. One thing I really wished in this game you could have, if you had strength, you could pick up cars. Like Champions Online, you could pick vehicles and stuff up. Heck, you could use them as weapons. That was pretty cool. This game never did that. I guess when they made the original coding, it just wasn't something they could do. So it is what it is. And knocked me down again. There's nothing I can do about that because I have no power to prevent knockdown or knockback. It's just part of how the game is. No big deal. Eventually I will. It'll take a lot more for them to knock me down. So as you can see, that grenade was very effective. Did a lot of damage to everybody and basically wiped them all out but the big guy. So now I just need one more Rakdos. And it looks like someone down here who needs to be knocked out. Oh, basically in this game you don't kill the enemies. Basically anytime you defeat someone, they are then like transported to what's called the SIG prison. So I got a clue. You can see right there. So I'm done. I want to go talk to Aaron. As you can see, I got barely only one bubble of XP, which is good. Which obviously, yeah, I forgot about the whole bonus XP going. So I'm going to get the next part of it. He wants me to go fight in their leaders, so we can. And that too, one thing remembering as you're going through, you can fight stuff, run along streets, do whatever you got to do. Street sweeping is what it's called. I pretty much know where I want to go and what to do, so it's I've streamlined it. These are the guys you want, the guys in the capes to get your commanders. The other guys do not matter. You do want to take them out too, but you definitely want to take out the commanders first because you need them to complete the quest. Alright, like I did too, alright, yep. To find some more. Oh, there's another person here, so that could be whatever. So now we could have a fight to get to guys. Oop, I hit the wrong guy. Also, if someone does, you hit the same mob someone else does, you still get credit. So you don't have to worry about stealing. This might be foreign concepts to maybe some people watching. They're like, what are you talking about stealing, Joel? Well, you know, back in the day, the first person to tag the target got it, so. Well, I really don't like getting knocked down. It really annoys the heck out of me. It just makes me feel very unsuperish, but. And in my way of thinking, my guy he's not Superman or anything like that, but. Because he's not super strong, he just knows how to fight. You know, he's a cowboy. He's been in some, you know, fights before. And then he has the radiation, which then really soups him up. These are also things you can click on here if you wanted to find out more lore. I'm not worried about it right now. There we go. That's who I want right there. Get over here and throw a zap. And miss. Because I suck. There we go. Got him, so the mission completes. Now I gotta find explosives, which are right there. You can see them, they're blinking. They also make a noise. I just gotta click close enough for the hand to show up. Those guys aren't coming after me, they're going after the hero that came jumping through here. Interestingly enough, and not these missions I don't think, but there's the other missions you get from there's other contacts you get. You'll see. Wow. Okay, so they pulled on to me. That's okay, I will take them out. Trying to light up my punch to hit both and missed. Alright, got him. So as I click on here, what I was trying to tell you, you can see I have more contacts developing. And typically with your normal contacts, you get missions from them. That's how you level. You know, you just do missions. And the crazy thing was some of them you would actually get missions and then enemies would come and attack you. So it was crazy. So sometimes when we'd all be playing, you know, a bunch of us, one of us would always kind of stay around when other people were getting drinks or something. So that way, in case they popped up or something, we weren't all wiped out. Because it would happen. Oh, you could get quite a few, even when one person would stay around. But typically what I could do is I could last long enough that I would, I would wait, let everyone else go get their drinks again, and then I would go. I would stay, wait, and everyone else come back, then I would go get what I needed. So I'm going into this mission here. I am going to talking for a bit. That's just a lot of talking. I've been talking for an hour now. Maybe I'll go ahead and just put this mission up for now. So, alright, we will be back. We'll just call this as an hour. That's a little bit over an hour, but we'll go ahead and pause this, and then I will be back, and we will continue on.